Good morning, everybody. Uh, some new subscribers this week. I realized last couple weeks I've just been rolling into the video and not doing any introductions. My name's Brian. I have been collecting TTM since I was 21, so about 30 years. Took a hiatus when I had my kids. They were small. I mean, I did it when they were small. Let me back up here. I started just because I thought it'd be interesting. I did in the days before internet, before there was dress list, everything. I used to subscribe to a magazine called, I think, Autograph Magazine. I think it was called. Real creative title. But that was the only dresses we can get. They would come and they would have all stars dresses in them, and it would only be like 10, 15 dresses per issue. So did that, uh, joined various clubs, did it for a while, got married, then kids came along and new house and everything, so kind of went by the wayside. Then decided to do it for the kids, did it for about 3 years. For 3 years they were about alive, then took a break, and then came back to it and been doing it ever since. So that's it. Started making these YouTube videos. They started as fan pack videos, but they've turned into, now I've combined all three now. I've got fan packs, TTMs, and patches. If you go back to my channel, you'll see I did videos of my patch collection. I'm going to start slowly doing videos of my TTM collection. TTM collection's over 5,000. I collect various TTMs. I've got everything. I got World War II. I've got business. I've got circus. I've got baseball, football. All sports. Just you name it. If he's an interesting person to me, I collect it. So, but anyway, I just thought I would do an introduction because I hadn't done one in a while. I try to film videos every Friday. I do Friday morning before I go to work, and I upload them Friday night if all goes well. But life gets in the way sometimes. So, all right, enough about me. Let's get into the stuff. I think it's all TTMs this week. This is it's weeks worth of TTMs, but this one is about 2 weeks. All my addresses I get out of Star Tiger, which is an online service. For those of you not familiar with autographs, it's an online service and costs about $40 a year. Well worth it if you're in TTM. If you're not in TTM, then there are cheaper ones for sports card form, but that's mainly sports cards. My letter. So I do send questions to most people. This one came back 2 weeks. Bobby Brown. Now it's hard to see. He signed in like a red pen over the dark spot. I did two of them. Yeah, can't really see that one. But I'm happy I got back. I explored and put a new address in Star Tiger for that. So I don't think it's public. I will make it public now that it's succeeded. I had discussed recently why I do what I did. When I find a new address, I won't make it public for a couple reasons. The main reason is I don't want to waste other people's stamps. So I want a bunch of people going in and saying, "Oh wow, there's an address for him. I'm gonna try that," and it's a bust. Second reason is a little selfish. I want to get mine first. Next one's Mike Perez, quarterback. Franklin. He's from the Marine League. Franklin was the Frankfurt Galaxy. And he signed 2 of them. Thank you, Ms. Perez. He also answered my questions, but he did it on his own paper. He typed up, did it on his own paper, and I accidentally sliced it when I was opening the envelope. But anyway, dear Brian, January 26th, I hope this letter finds you and your family healthy, well and healthy. I appreciate taking time to send a letter, along with the cards to be signed. Sorry this is so late in getting back to you. Like you, my penmanship is subpar. I think it is great you are doing this with your sons. Okay, I did not put them with doing with my sons. Okay, whatever. He assumed I had sons. I think I did children. This one's quite a while, I guess. Oh well. Who is your favorite teammate? I played with so many good dudes, it would be hard to pick a favorite. Who do I think was the best player on any team I played on? That's an easy question. Lawrence Taylor is by far the best player I got to play with. I was fortunate to see him daily. Please share with any special memories of your career. A great question, tough to answer. I have fond memories in college, NFL, World League, and Arena League. Boy, he played all over. We had great times on and off the field. What I miss most is the guys I played with. They were all unique in their own way. That is what makes sports great. All the best to you and your family. Sincerely, Mike Perez, number 11. So I like sending letters because I get some interesting responses. I don't send letters to all of them. This one came back on Monday. It's 19 days. Facebook trading cards. I don't send usually a letter with them because I like to get them sent back in little envelopes. Tim Naring, Boston Red Sox there. And the little envelope for letters, like they would have to fold it multiple times. This one took 28 days. This is what I'm proud of. This is an address I researched myself. I researched several addresses for these. I've gotten one return for this, I think last week you saw it. This week is another one. Ed Hoover. He signed in ballpoint near the top there. There you go. This is a regional set. And he enclosed 3 extra cards. And he also signed those in ballpoint. So he's a little regional drag racing set that I found. I sent out. This one took 42 days. From Jane Eckhoff. She was an Olympian. There she is, Olympian cyclist, signed on the side. And she put a next card for her sign. It is always fun to get reminders like these of my racing days. Jane Eckhoff. And I used to, when I used to send cards, I used to be picky. I'd like only send people that have multiple cards available. I would have multiple cards. There's Matt Young, one. But I've since started sending one card here and there. Oh, this gentleman. This is something I found out when I yeah, there it is. Sorry. I was reading somewhere else. George Altman, the Cubs. There's one. These are some beat up cards. These are some old cards I used to have. And I get them collected. But I read he was in Negro Leagues. And I wasn't aware of that when I sent off his cards. And I got the return. So thank you, Mr. Altman. You'll notice I like talking between. I think it's boring otherwise. Okay, here's John Tudor. He did not sign the card. Got it just back in the envelope. So, for whatever reason, he does not sign. I think it's just, it's something to do. So I talk during Another thing I'm big on is getting dual sign autographs, and here's the latest. I sent this off to Chase Elliott. This was only a couple weeks, but because it was off season, I think that's why I got it so quickly. See, it already signed by Bill Elliott and signed by Chase Elliott. Picture, well, got quite a bit beat up, but that's life. Those of you not familiar with TTM, stuff, always just send stuff you're willing to lose, because sometimes it doesn't come back. Sometimes, excuse me, sometimes it comes back 395 days later, like this one. 395 days. Robin Curtis. You may not recognize her there, but you will recognize her there. And just live long. Wait. Wow. I think she started putting live long and prosper, but man, I don't know what it turned out to be. It looks like love, life, love something, love, Robin, Red Cup, Curtis. So, well, put that there. She did sign my letter. This is what my letter looks like. I asked like 3 questions at the end. I know some people out there send more, some send less, so I go with 3. Favorite role? What was your favorite role? Playing myself in my one-woman show called The Good Girl. Who do you think was the best actor? Lately, Jeremy Piven and Ricky Gervais. Love Meryl Streep. Watch Andy of Mayberry obsessively. Now, I don't know if she's referring to old Andy Griffith shows, or if there's a new show I don't know about. Look into that. Special memories of career. Star Trek 3 came just in time to be this beautiful distraction for my family while my father battled cancer. We were in agony, and then there was a beacon of I don't know. Can't read it, but it's a beacon of something of me. So that's pretty good. I mean, I like when the stars answer truthfully. You know, you'll get some there like, oh, my first memory was this, and some random thing. This one took 12 days, but I like ones that are honest like that just really hit home. I got another one from Stephen Collins, I think. He talked about when he was filming a movie, he played JFK, and I forgot what movie it was. Joe Sambito? And he was filming a scene at the mall in Washington, D.C., and he got people stopped. A black man stopped and did, I think it was hand over his heart or fist over his heart, and he said it just made him feel great, which, I agree. This one, $1 donation, Sid Brain, those of you who've seen me, say I got this card once before, it was not signed. He asked for a $1 donation, which I gladly gave, and he encloses a little publication about religion. So, thank you, Sid Breen. Those who watch me know my view on donations. I normally only send to people that sign for free. There's Johnny Gill, return sender. People, I know there's others who will gladly give a donation, will give multiple donations. I do not, because it started Erica Lane, the return sender. I have a bunch of return senders here. I started, like I said, I started when there's another return donation, or return to sender, Hank Parker Jr. By the way, return senders I do put in Star Tiger. Star Tiger researches them and puts a new address pretty quickly if they have one. They can find one. Donations. I don't do donations. Yeah, this one. Shoot. Excuse me. I'm seeing stuff. I'm doing two things at once here. I don't like to do donations. This one, I'm not sure who this is yet. I've got to research it. I did some quick research one the night it came in, and she looks familiar. Those who have not watched my videos on these subscribers, just so you know, years ago I had a stroke, so everything's pretty much returned to normal, but my memory is pretty bad, so a lot of people out there are probably screaming and screaming, he sends off people he doesn't know. Well, no, I sent off her because I probably recognized her in a role, but the pictures I find aren't necessarily from that role, so therefore I don't remember who it is. So I do some research and look who it is. Donations. This one took 27 days. This is, oh man, can't remember her name now. It's a weird name, not weird, but unusual African name. Uta Lovey. There's a glamour shot. There's her with the warts. Orange is the new black. She'll probably recognize her from. And there she is. There's crazy eyes, which she put in too quick. They're all has smears in the back, so that's the worst. Unfortunately, it's the picture she's known best for. So let's get it. Donations, I agree with some, others I don't. This whole video is going to be talking to me talking about donations, and I'm getting sidetracked here. This one took 27 days, and Joel McGill. That's from that. Here's from Rescue Me, and Santa. Some I agree with, some I don't. Like example I just read, there's a actress who's just a bit role player. Here's a return sender, and she was asking for $40 for her autograph. She was not that well known. So there's others that are well known that don't get. Here's this one is. There's others that are well known that this astronaut shuttles. I'm trying to do a space one of all the shuttle crews. I've been ordering a ton of pictures because I've gotten some signed. That one's already signed by Gideon Bluford, and I'm trying to send it all to everybody in the picture get signed. Well, lately I've been having a lot come back. My first batch, almost 100%. My second batch, not so good. There's the old time players. Another return sender. Sorry if you have a hard time following me. I do this. I do jump around. The other, because I'm on time problems, so I have to have work. Gotta work. Oh, so I'll save. Old time players, I agree with there's a return sender. I agree with the donation, and most donations are another thing. There's a difference between donation and fee. Some put I want a fee, which I would think all the money's going to them. Donation, they might put it's for a charity. Some people ask you to send it to the charity. and I'm somewhat okay with it. Let's put it this way: I'm okay, but personally, I may not do it because I do this because it's a hobby that is free, basically. But I mean, there's still cost involved in stamps. I do a bunch of stamps. I do envelopes. I do, packing. I gotta get the cards to sign, so it adds up. Those who don't know me, I do basically. I try to do at least 10 requests a night. 10 requests a night equals 70 requests a week. It always turns out to be more because I do a ton on weekends when I have the time. So I might do 30, 40, 50 in a day on a Saturday. Might sit around watching sports and do a bunch of them. I just watched the last weekend, 24 hours of Daytona. I had it on in the background. My TV is mounted on the wall right next to my desk, and I just did autograph requests. So I probably sent out 50 last weekend on Saturday. Here's Dana Kicker. Sorry, sidetracked. Dana Kicker. These I asked him to. I told him he can keep some. He didn't. He sent them all back. Well, there's a Topps Gold and regular Topps. So, yeah, I have a hard time justifying saying 35. Carlton Fisk. I have White Sox collection, which is huge. I love my White Sox. But Carlton Fisk, $50 for a donation, $70, whatever it is, I have a hard time doing. So, I do have Fisk from Sox Fest one year, but alright, blank card, which this was sent as he put it in there as a spacer. I sent these cards to Elliott Sadler. My racing cards, I sent, went through old cards I had and sent everything I had. Well, not everything. Another discussion point is the quantity cards you send someone. I will never send more than, well, I shouldn't say that. The max I've sent is 7. 7 is the ultimate max because that is a lot. But the rule to 7 is there can not be any doubles, cannot be any triples, obviously. They have to be all different, and they have to be ones that I really like to do. And I'll put in a letter to them. I'll say, here's 7 cards, but you can sign, whatever you want, but I enclosed all 7 because of this. Usually I'm trying to get the cards all signed, so sometimes they sign them all, sometimes they don't, sometimes they keep some, whatever. I'm happy with whatever I get. If something comes back to me, then I'm happy. Okay, got a bunch here. This is one person. Cartoons. I have a Hanna-Barbera project going. You'll see it. This one I sent to Ronnie Shell. He signed up there. I'm going to get people to start signing the actual picture across. Some of these, I have about 10 of these, I think, going out across to different people. Ronnie Shell, you might remember him as Duke on the Gomer Pyle Show, but he did lots of voices for Hanna-Barbera. Here is him as one of the voices in Goober and Ghost Chasers. Him from Battle of Planets. Here is another Goober and Ghost Chasers. I sent a lot of Goobers and Ghost Chasers. Here's another one. Because I sat down one night. I bought a bunch of these. I get my pictures from Amazon. I sent away for a whole bunch, and I did a bunch of animation ones because I started with IMDb and then the looking for the picture and then add to my order and everything, and it was taking too long. So I decided, well, heck with it. I'm going to go through and order a bunch of random pictures, and I focused mainly on 70s cartoons, 70s and early 60s, late 80s, early 80s, and I got the ones like Casper and the Angels. Well, Ronnie Shell did extra voices in that, but he didn't sign us, which was fine. Did Snorks, which again, he did extra voices in. Well, Goober Ghost Chase was one of them I got, and I realized after I got it that there wasn't many people left around that actually did voices in it. So I started sending out to artists, to writers, to anybody I could find that was still living. And yet I'd still have extra. So I've been sending out as many as I can to whoever I can. This is a return. Did not sign. This is Chris Carter. Now the amazing thing is, this made it back to me, even though it was never sealed. He never tore off the tap and took hold of the adhesive. But it made it back with both cards. And who knows? That's it for TTMs. I do have a fan pack. Fan packs, if you're not familiar, fan packs ask people to send you basically stuff for free. Fan packs start out with basically sports, and I've expanded them to other categories during the pandemic. They did not do many fan packs. Sporting teams weren't around. Colleges will send stuff. So I started doing random businesses, and my return rate was very low, so I scaled back on fan packs and then picked up on the TTMs. So, but I still get some. Believe it or not, some teams actually have you on a mailing list for fan packs. So this is Lakers. Sent the letter. They sent this cardboard and that decal and everything. It's just cardboard, I think. Might be decal. Yeah, it's a decal. Decal. There's a little kids thing. Two-sided little word problems and stuff. Here is a picture. And a schedule. And schedule's on the back of a picture. So there you go. From Los Angeles Lakers, thank you very much. And that is it for this video. Donations are good if they're for a good cause, bad if they're just make the guy money. Unless they're an older player and we played when wasn't a lot of money. Let's see what else. I think that was the only thing I had. Loose end I had. I promise you, the videos will be still good stuff. My rambling. So if you're used to them, enjoy. And if you make it to the end, I thank you for that. They're always about this length, about 20 minutes or so. I see this one is 29 minutes. So enjoy, and I will upload this tonight, so you'll see it this weekend. I may go back to Wednesday and Friday if I start having a lot of returns, which lately I have been. So we'll see. I've got a few more patch collections videos coming out on Wednesdays, so until those are out, I'll decide. Anyway, you all have a good time. Whatever you collect, hopefully you get a lot of it. And Have a good weekend.